Hey folks, this is Mark Kelly with Inbound Revenue. We are a Google Ads company. I happen to own the company. We do both white label and direct clients for Google Ads. We do both lead generation and e-commerce. Check us out. I won't try to sell you any more on this video, maybe a little bit at the end. So what I wanted to talk about today on this particular video was over-optimizing and perhaps overanalyzing your campaigns. Run into this situation recently, and whenever I run into something that's top of mind, I try to bring it to a quick video for you. And by the way, I hope that you enjoy the videos that I'm shooting for you. I hope you find the information I'm sharing useful. I try to keep these under 5 minutes. I know that Google or YouTube loves long content. They want to keep you on here a long time. My feeling is people are super busy. They don't need 20, 30, 40-minute videos. We might have some of them when we get into some more training aspects, but I try to keep them short. So the problem of over-optimizing a campaign is where you can take a performing Google Ads campaign and optimize it to the point where it's not performing. So for example, let's say mostly it's a matter of almost being too active. There's a concept in statistics and in Google Ads that's called significant data. Significant data says that you now have enough data accumulated to make good decisions. Let's say you're running a very small AdWords budget in a competitive niche, and you're running $16 a day, and your clicks are $2 a piece. So you're averaging maybe 2 clicks a day. You know how many clicks you're going to get in a month? That's 60 clicks. It's going to be hard to optimize effectively at 60 clicks. So you want to stick with the real basics there of putting in negative keywords, adjusting bids up to make sure they're showing at the top of the page, that sort of thing. You're going to have a fair amount of data before you can start to make more informed decisions, such as A/B testing ad copy, or pausing keywords, or adding new additional keywords based on the search term volume that you saw. But what we see some people do sometimes is they are very anxious to be effective with their Google Ads. They've had some success. Now they're going to start to drive out that evil bugaboo of wasted spend. So they start optimizing. Well, I didn't see where anyone under the age of 24 bought from me, so I'm going to exclude that audience. And then I'm going to bump up, I'm going to bid adjust this audience over here. I'm going to bid adjust females 50% because I got 7 clicks on there and I only got 3 clicks on men. And then I'm going to pause the ads, after 8 o'clock and on the weekends because the traffic's down. Problem is that these things are all starting to compound on each other, and you can take a highly performing campaign and slowly make it a less performing campaign. Make sure that you have enough data on the attribute that you are optimizing on to make a decision, and make sure that you're not impacting the performance in other areas when you do that. I'll tell you one of the examples of where I've seen this occur most often is when people are using a third-party software to optimize their campaigns, because those third-party pieces of software have some viability, they have some purpose, but what they're good at is looking at things and offering you suggestions. They're good at alerts. For example, this landing page is down, or this spending went up 50%, but they're not good at understanding why that spending went up 50%. Maybe it went up 50% because you increased the bids, or because you paused some other ad groups that were sucking up, ad spend. So it's not good at knowing the whys. It's just good at knowing the whats. And then when it knows those whats, being a piece of software, is going to want to tell you to do some things. It's going to want to really help you out. So it's going to say, hey, look, you could adjust this down over here, and then you could adjust this down, and then you could adjust this down. Then next week you pop in, once you adjust this down and this down. Most of those pieces of software, like WordStream, for example, and others that I could name, are better at driving cost out than they are at creating successful campaigns. So if you use tools like that, use them very, very wisely Make sure that you understand the implications of the changes that you're making. For my part, I would not rely 100% on any of these tools to optimize my campaigns. I would look at their suggestion, then look at my campaigns with my knowledge, and then make the decision whether I want to implement the change that they suggested. I will be frank, I think one of the reasons that people use these tools is they don't really know what they're doing. They give them a degree of comfort. And I'm not saying they're all bad. I've used some of them. But you have to really, really be careful of whether you're manually over-optimizing or whether you're using a software tool to over-optimize. Just be very careful that you're not killing the success of your own campaigns. That's really the last thing you want to do. If you have questions about this, any questions at all for me, drop them down below. Comment. Tell me I suck. Tell me what we should be doing pieces of content on for you. Ask any questions you might have. Always answer. 100% get back to everybody on these. And this is Mark Kelly with Inbound Revenue. Until next time, I'm going to shut this down.